how are you? I hope you all are fine. So in this video we will discuss about money and credit. Okay. So in the previous video we had already discussed about topics of this chapter. Okay. So in this video we will discuss about the next topic, that is two different credit situation. Okay. So a large number of transactions in our day-to-day activities involve credit in some form or the other. So here is given that a large number of transaction takes in our occurs in our day-to-day activities involve a credit, okay, in any form. Okay, credit refers to an agreement in which the lender supplies the borrower with the money, goods or services in return for the promise of future payment. Okay, so what is credit? So it refers to an agreement, okay, that is in which the lender supplies to the borrower with money, goods or any types of services. In return they promise of a future what? Payment. Okay, like let us see how credit works through the following two examples. Here is two examples are given, like second one is first one is festival season and second one is Sapna's season. Okay, so it is festival season 2 months from now, and the shoe manufacturer, it means that is name is Salim, has received an order. Okay, so here is there is a festival, okay, like 2 months from now, and here is about the story of a shoe manufacturer whose name is Salim, has received an order from a large trader in the town for 3,000 pairs of shoes to the delivered in a month time. To complete production on time, Salim has to hire a few more workers for stitching and pasting work. Okay, it means here is a story about Salim, who is a shoe manufacturer. Okay, now he has received an order that from a large trader in the town. Okay, from the town, that is about 3,000 pairs of shoes to be delivered in a month. Okay, so he have to deliver 3,000 pair of shoes in a month. Okay, now to complete his production on time, Salim has to hire it. Obviously, for more production, he has to hire like some for the workers for stitching and pasting work. Okay, so that's why he has also hired the few more workers for stitching and pasting work. Now he has to purchase the raw material. Okay, so for the shoe also obviously he has to purchase the raw materials. To meet these expenses, Salim obtains how loans to sources. First he asks the leather suppliers for the raw material. Okay, to meet his expenses, first of all Salim obtains loan, okay, from two sources. Okay, so he takes loan from two sources, like first he asks the leather supplier to supply leather now and promise to pay him later. Okay, so first he tells the leather supplier that I will pay you the money later. Okay, now he promised to pay the money later. Now in second, he obtained loan in cash from the large trader as advance payment for 1,000. Okay. Now the next credit he has taken in from the large trader, who is that advance, like advance payment for how many pairs of shoes 1000, which promised the deliver whole order by the end of the month. It means he promised the trader that you have to pay the advance payment for 1000 pairs of shoes, and also he promised that he will deliver the whole shoe by the end of the month. At the end of the month, Salim is able to deliver the order, make a good profit, and repay the money that he had borrowed. It means at the end of this story that he had paid all the we can say that money that he had borrowed. Okay, and also he can make up good profit. Okay. Now in this case, Salim obtains credit to meet the working capital needs of production. Here, the credit helps him to meet the ongoing expenses of production, complete production on time, and thereby increase his earning. It means here credit help Salim to increase his earning and also to complete his production on time. Okay, so credit therefore plays a vital and positive role in this situation. Here is about only this situation that it plays a vital role and also the positive role in this situation, that credit. But in this situation, that is the Sapna's problem with. Here is Sapna has a small farmer. Sorry, Sapna, that is a small farmer grows groundnut on her 3 acres of land. It means she is a small farmer and he grows groundnut on her 3 acres of land. She takes loan from the where? From the money lender to meet the expenses of cultivation. Okay. In the first situation, we have seen that he taken the money. He had also taken the money and also borrowed some money from the first from the leather supplier and second from the trader. Now, in this case, the Sapna was taking the loan from the money lender to meet his expenses of cultivation. Now, hoping that the harvest should help repay the loan. It means she hoped that her harvest after harvest grow and by selling them by selling it she can repay the loan. Midway through the season, the crop is hit by pest and the crop fails. But unfortunately, here her expectation became we can say not become true. Okay, so here her crop became worse. Okay, with the help due to the pest and the crop become fail, and she also fails to repay the loan to the money lender because she hoped that if her crop become you can say good, then by selling it she can get money and also she can repay the loan. But though sprays her crops with expensive pesticides, it makes little difference. She is unable to repay the money lender and the debt grows over the year into a large amount. It means she again takes loan from the money lender, but and buy some expensive pesticides to make little difference, but she is unable to repay the money lender and the debt grows over the year into a large amount. Okay. So next year, Swapna take a fresh loan for cultivation and also it is a normal crop this year. But the earnings are not enough to cover the old loan. That's why she caught in a debt. She has to sell a part of land to pay off the debt. It means due to repay the loan, she have to there are many loans that she have to repay. So For paying that, it, she had to sell a part of land to pay off the debt. So in this case, we can say the credit play a negative role. Okay, in this situation. But in the previous case, but in previous situation, credit play a, we can say, the positive role, because with the help of credit, Salim become able to complete his production on time and also make a good profit. But in the second case, it will be not possible. So here we can say that credit has both case, it also have the positive role and the negative role. It depends on the situation. Okay, so next here is given that in rural areas the main demand for credit is for crop production. It means in the rural areas, about the rural areas, that there is a main demand of for credit is for that is for the only crop production agriculture. Okay, so crop production involves considerable cost on seeds, fertilizer, pesticide, water, electricity, repair of equipment, etc. It means for crop production that also involves cost of seeds like fertilizers, pesticides, water, electricity, repair of equipment. Okay, there is a minimum stretch of 3 to 4 months between the time when the farmer buy these inputs and when they sell the crop. It means also there is a minimum stretch of time to 4 months, 3 to 4 months, and also between the time when the farmer buy these inputs to, we can say, make her crop uh, to grow her crops easily. Okay, their crop easily. Now here is given that farmer usually take crop loan at the beginning of the season and repay the loan after the harvest. Obviously, after the harvesting, he or she can repay their loan by selling it. Okay, so that's why it is given that farmers usually take crop loans at the beginning of the season, but repay the loan at the after the harvest. Okay, so repayment of loan is crucially dependent on the income from farming. It means also it is very important that it is totally depend on the, we can say, in, income from farming, that what income he is getting from this farming. It is there very important. If some crops become worst due to any types of, we can say, reason, then the income of the farmer from farming is less. Okay, but if all crops of the that is grown by the farmer is not will not become worse, then we can say that her income from the farming is not less. Okay, so if he or she in that time, if he or she taken a loan from anyone, he or she can easily repay that loan. Okay, but in this case we have already seen that her crops become worse, that's why she can not pay repay the loan to the money lender. That's why she were in the debt. Now in Sapna case, the failure of the crop made loan repayment impossible. Okay, so in this previous case, we have seen that the failure or due to failure of the crop of Sapna here made fail to made loan repayment impossible. She had to sell also she had to sell some part of the land to repay the loan. Credit instead of helping Swapna improve her earning, lest her worse off. This is an example of what is commonly called debt trap. Now, here is given that she had also sell some part of the land to repay the loan, and also the credit instead of helping, you can say, the credit had put to Swapna in the debt. Okay. Now this is an example of what is commonly called what debt trap. Now the credit in this case pushes the borrower into a situation from which recovery is very painful. Obviously very painful because here she first of all that she had sorry first of all also firstly that she we can say lost his all the practices that he was she, she was doing for the crop, but unfortunately her crops become fail and she came into a debt. So and also she had to sell some land part, okay, to repay the loan. So it is very painful for the small farmer like Swapna. Like here is in one situation, credit helps to increase earning, like in the Salim case. Now here and therefore the person is better off than before. Now in another situation, because of the crop failure, credit pushes the person into a debt trap. To repay her loan, she has to sell a portion of her land. She is clearly much worse off than before, but whether credit would be useful or not therefore depends on the risks in the situation and whether there is some support in the case of loss. Okay, if there is some support, or we can say it totally depends on the situation of the who is taking the loan. Okay, so overall the main thing is that credit play a both role, like a negative role also and a positive role also. Okay, it totally depend on the situations. Like our next topic is that is terms of credit. Okay, so every loan agreement specifies an interest rate which the borrower must pay to the lender along with the repayment of sorry yes, along with the repayment of principal. In addition of the principal, in addition, lender may demand collateral against loan. Collateral is an asset that the borrower owns, such as land, building, vehicle, livestock, deposit with banks, and uses this as a guarantee to a lender until the loan is repaid. Okay. So every loan is an agreement, okay, that specifies an interest rate with the which the borrower must pay to the lender along with the repayment of the principal. Like in addition, the lender may demand collateral. It means those who lending money, they demand collateral, okay, like for security against loan. Like collateral, what is collateral? So it is an asset that the borrower owns. It means this is an asset that borrower who is borrowing the money, that is the borrower's own, like land, okay, building, vehicle, livestock, deposits with bank. They it means those who are borrowing the money, they deposit some collateral, okay, like anything that is building about some building paper, like vehicle also, okay, and uses this as a guarantee that to a lender until the loan is repaid. It means that they put that things as a promise, okay, that as a guarantee to a lender until the loan is repaid. Now if the borrower fails to repay the loan, the lender has the right to sell the asset or collateral to obtain payment. Okay, so any if any type of situation the borrower will not able to fails to repay the loan, so in that situation the lender has the right to sell the asset, or we can say the collateral, to obtain their payment. Now properties such as land, title, deposits with banks, livestock are some common example of collateral used for borrowing. Interest rate, collateral, and the documentation requirement and the mode of repayment together comprise that what is the terms of credit. Okay, so these are the terms of credit that are very important to take loans from the bank. Okay, now the terms of credit vary substantially from one credit arrangement to another. They may vary depending on the nature of the lender and the borrower also. The next section will provide example of the varying terms of credit in different credit arrangements. Okay, so it depends on the borrowers or lender, nature of the lender and the borrower. Okay, so the next section provides some example like variety of credit arrangements. Okay, next topic is the formal sector credit in India. Okay, I hope you understand all the video like what is terms of credit and also the two situation of different credit. Sorry, two different credit situations. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you very much.